But we got to start with the Phillies this morning, and we welcomed Ray Dunn, big TV star, who was on Channel 17 this morning breaking down the Phillies. Good morning, Ray.
Good morning. How are you?
How did TV go?
Went wonderful. You caught me mid-bite here with the fig bar. I had a breakfast. I was off, off schedule.
Sorry, I came to you early, but I wanted to wish you a good morning.
Good morning. It's good to talk to you. TV went well.
What time was that call?
7:40.
7:40?
7:40. He was in the green room. I think it's probably 7:15.
7:10. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Were you nervous? This is your first TV appearance, at least doing like a hit.
Yeah, of course. I had no idea what to expect. Like, I did TV in college, but, I didn't think it would translate. Yeah.
I mean, what did you wear? Did you wear anything special?
Oh, I went suit.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
Full suit?
Full suit. Tie, whole thing.
That's good.
They were very impressed. Radio guy came in a suit.
That's right.
You guys are all dressed to the nines as well.
But how did the suit look? If you look like you're it's a size too big and it's off the rack.
Well, yeah.
And wrinkled.
Yeah, you have like a see-through shirt or something,
No. I went with the blue shirt. You can't see through the blue shirt.
Okay. All right. So I didn't see it, and I meant to DVR it, but I was busy this morning trying to get out.
How was the tie knot?
Or
did you go sans
Windsor?
tie?
It was a solid knot. I do think in retrospect, looking at the picture again, I probably could have gone stronger with it.
Yeah.
So do you have a picture of? Can you tweet out or Instagram out a picture?
Yeah.
Of it? Okay. And you know what I didn't do, and I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave him alone because we did the play-by-play earlier this week.
This went better than the soccer game.
Did it really?
Oh, it did?
Yeah, this went better than the soccer.
Okay.
Well, I was talking about the Phillies and the Eagles. It's not exactly like they asked me to solve the world's problems.
Well, I didn't want to dissect your TV appearance and make fun of you over
We
it.
could.
Hey,
he wants you to.
If you're telling me it's good, then I don't want to do that. Only if it's bad.
You can be the judge of it. You've been in media longer than me. Right, I thought it went well.
Listen, we have a very busy show today.
Okay.
So we'll see if we can get to it. But Instagram or tweet out a picture because I want to see what you look like there. All right, Harry.
Yes.
Yesterday, Dave Dombrowski has the press conference at 11:00, and it's one of these things, right? I love doing this job because I love when breaking news happens and you can react on the fly. And when you work mornings, very rarely do things happen. And normally, like 10:00 is when they're like, okay.
If it does happen, it's bad.
Yeah, it's not. Yes,
it's not good. Yeah.
It's not like in the old days where the morning newspaper would come out and there's breaking news in it. That doesn't happen anymore.
No.
If stuff's going to leak or stuff's going out there, it's coming out at 10:00, and you're going to miss it if you work mornings. Afternoons, I can't tell you how many things have broken during afternoons. Middays, it's the same thing. And yesterday was the press conference. But I hate when there's a press conference like that with Dombrowski because it's long. There's so much that he's saying, and you don't get a chance to actually digest what he's saying. Mm-hmm. I'm simply writing down, Castellanos is definitely going to be gone. He said this about this. He said this about this. To where if you're coming on at 2:00, now you have 2 hours to be like, all right, what did he say?
To really break it down. Yeah.
Correct.
Did you play it live?
We did.
You did. Okay, good.
We played it live, and we didn't write it because that's not what we do. We played it live, F it. And, so like we had our reactions, and I was pretty annoyed with the tone of the press conference yesterday. And then I went home and thought about it. And on the way to work this morning, I did not tune in to 97.5 The Fanatic as I normally do. I listened to the Dombrowski press conference for the most part in its entirety because I wanted to listen back to it and get a fresh perspective on it.
Okay.
And I can say this with utmost certainty. Dave Dombrowski is a Hall of Fame baseball executive. No matter what happens from here on out in Philadelphia, his resume is cemented.
Right.
He's a World Series winner. He's been with so many different organizations. He's a success. Yesterday when he came out and spoke, it sounded like that he was a guy that already has his legacy cemented because he came out and did a poor job of reading the room, of reading the fans. Because I don't sense that Phillies fans are angry and looking for blood. What I wanted to hear yesterday from Dave Dombrowski is we have a good team. And it was very close, and the Dodgers, who are now up 3-0, by the way, over the Brewers, are a really good team as well. And it was close, and if a couple things break differently, then we could be the team right now in the NLCS, but it didn't. And we're close, but we need to get over the hump, and I'm putting it on me because I know these fans want to win a World Series, and we've been close, and we got to take that next step. And that's not what I heard yesterday. What I heard yesterday was, well, if Trey Turner, if the ball's just thrown a little bit on the third baseline, and The umpire, he missed the strike 3. He apologized to JT. If we have players that aren't injured, Castellanos doesn't have to run there on second base. There were excuses and excuses and excuses, and he's not even necessarily wrong with what he was saying.
But that's not what you want to hear in that moment.
Harry, it's not what I want to hear.
Yeah.
And it's being tone deaf of really what your job is running this franchise. Because even if he said what he said was correct, right? Next year is year 5 of this run. They've been in the playoffs now for 5 years. And if you're telling me the only thing that you can do or the only thing that you're going to do is make improvements in the margins or on the edges, as they said yesterday, well, guess what, Dave? You struggled in making moves on the edges.
Yeah.
Maybe if you made better moves last year, Max Kepler, Jordan Romano, maybe if your moves have been better on the edges, maybe you are playing right now if the series was so close against the Dodgers. Because as it stands, all that he's done is written big checks. He's brought guys back, he's written big checks, and he's made some good moves too. But I did not appreciate yesterday Dave Dombrowski coming out and more or less just kind of kicking his legs back, putting his arms up and saying, man, we have a good team. We won 96 games. We're close. We're not making changes. I don't need to do anything.
Right.
And that was the attitude of Dave Dombrowski yesterday.
They're a good regular season team. You know, like they need to make moves to be a better playoff team. And I agree with you. He should have read the room, you know, more and sort of taken it upon himself to say, I got to do better. You know, he's not going to go out there and lay out the plan for you. His job is basically to lie to people.
Correct.
Right? And he's not there to pump up the fan base either. That's not his job. But you got to take some ownership. That always works here.
Howie Roseman, who now has 2 Super Bowls on his resume and went to another one.
Right.
You will hear him talk about urgency and winning and winning and winning. And you can sense there's real urgency from the Eagles and from the organization, despite what they've done and the success that they've had. I don't feel that urgency with Dave Dombrowski.
No, I don't either. No, I don't either. And you're right, though. Like anybody can write big checks. You have an owner that's willing to give you the checkbook. That's easy.
He seemed very pleased with his team, with their performance, with his manager, with his hitting coach, with the players. He seemed very pleased with everything. And the Dodgers are gonna go to the World Series. The Phillies were very close to beating the Dodgers. All of those games were up for grabs.
Yeah.
But coming out and saying, well, you know, we outscored the Dodgers in that series. And, you know, every game was there. And if Trey Turner and if Wheeler
wasn't hurt.
You know what I mean? Ifs.
Yeah.
Ifs. You know what else could happen, Harry? If they would have beaten the Dodgers, they come into a series against Milwaukee and those bats go ice cold, as we've seen many years in a row. Just because you were close to beating the Dodgers doesn't mean squat. It doesn't mean you would beat the next team that you were facing.
No.
This was the divisional round, not the NLCS. This was the first series you were playing. What are we talking about?
So it's a bad matchup, in other words.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We faced the World Series.
Had we faced somebody else in the first round, we'd be in the NLCS.
He's acting like this was the World Series, and it was a very close series.
Yeah.
And even if what he's saying is mostly true, because everything that he said yesterday, I can say, yeah, you're right. If Trey Turner throws the ball in a better spot, JT gets the out at home. If the umpire calls that a third strike, they get out of the inning without giving up runs. Yeah, all these ifs. Well, what if your 3 superstars continue not to hit against the Brewers and you lose? Then what?
Right. And how do you break that up, though? It's hard to break that core up.
They can't
because of the contracts.
No, they can't. And that's also part of the story that we're talking about. Because you know what? Damn it, Harry. It's very clear to me that there's going to be little change on this team, and the change will come in the margins. Maybe Bohm gets traded or something like that, but there's not really much else they can do unless they're comfortable with making a major move and not bringing Schwarber back and bringing in another player,
not bringing Raul Muto back.
Trying to trade Trey Turner, which isn't going to happen, right? No. Like they are so married to their position right now because they really don't have much of a choice.
No, they don't. They've kind of boxed themselves in. And if it was a situation where these contracts weren't coming up, you'd have no problem really, making a tweak here, tweak there. But the fact is that you got to sign yourself into 3 to 5 years in addition into the future with some of these old guys. That's where I got a real problem with it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Where's the urgency? Where's the urgency? You're in a win now window with these players in their 30s. Where's the urgency? Anybody sense urgency yesterday from Dave Dombrowski? Anybody? If I wasn't watching it, it felt like his feet were up on the desk. It did, and he had
comfortable.
The arm. Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, feet up on the desk,
right,
arms behind the head. Hey,
what do you got for me?
We should have beat the Dodgers. The umpire missed the call. What are you talking about? Everything's great. And then he comes out and he says, Bryce Harper. He said, I don't know if Bryce Harper can be elite anymore.
Yeah, that was bizarre.
We're gonna play that next. Yeah. Dave Dombrowski, is he at a point in his life? You know, when you get a little bit older,
you just don't care anymore. Yeah.
Does Dave Dombrowski not care anymore?
I'm kind of at that point. I'm almost at that point.
For the last 15 years, you've been at that point, Harry. Come on, man. You act like I don't know you.
You've known me for 20.
I've known you for 20 years. You've always been at that point. It's just worse. Your exit of the Fanatic before was the Harry Mays of, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
610-632-0975. One of the biggest moments of the press conference yesterday, Bryce Harper's status as an elite player. For the most part, I thought the answer was fine. But he couldn't finish out the answer. We'll play that for you. Get your reaction as well coming up. It is Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Thanks for watching Middays with Marks. Like and subscribe right here. If you like and subscribe, you probably are loving what you're watching. There's more of it right here. Check it out.